Hey everyone, welcome back to the Glow-up Diaries. I am Ekta and I'm so glad to have you here with me today. So, we are gonna dive into something that touches so many of us: anxiety, depression, and loneliness. They often get mixed up as same, and we'll get to know them better and how we can handle them better. So, let's jump right into the video and let's start our journey together. So, have you ever noticed that people often mixed up anxiety, depression, and loneliness like they are the same thing, but they actually feels quite different. Anxiety is that constant worry about what might happen in future, and depression feels like a heavy cloud of sadness that just won't lift. And loneliness, it's that deep feeling about disconnected even when you are surrounded by people. Understanding these can really help us to take right steps and move on. At some point in life, everyone faces anxiety, loneliness, or depression. It's a part of being human. I've had my fair share of these feelings in the past, and I know it can be a bit tough. So, I'm here today to share with you the ways that help me feel better and move on so you can find hope and feel happy again. So there was this one time I was sitting in an exam hall and out of the blue I had panic attack. I've had them before, but it was quite different. It happened in the middle of the exam, and those 3 hours were a complete nightmare for me. And this is a story I hadn't shared with anyone before. So it was 2020. After the panic attack during the exam, I had this wave of anxiety about exams in general. Growing up, I was that smart kid, and everyone expected me to succeed on first try, which put a ton of pressure on me. And eventually, I started sabotaging myself, sometimes not studying at all or skipping exams. But after some time, I realized if I want to achieve my dreams, I had to get past that fear. So I started telling myself that I wasn't doing this for anyone else, just for me. And the worst case scenario was just failing. That's okay. From that on, I took exams a lot more lightly, and that anxiety just faded away. It was no longer the end of the world. Just remember, no matter what kind of success you chase, your health, especially your mental health, is the most precious thing you have. Failing an exam isn't the end of the world. What's truly worst is your health suffer over it. Whenever you find yourself worrying too much about future, take a step back, give everything you have to do it, and if you succeed, that's wonderful. If not, that's perfectly fine too, because you can always try again. But on the other hand, your health is irreplaceable, so keep that in mind and take care of yourself. Depression is really a sensitive topic for me. I went through it for almost 3 years in my life, and it was the darkest period of my life. I always expected first from everything, and I was always in this trance state, always lost. And I used to watch these K dramas where male lead will save female lead, and that time I expected that someone out there will come and save me from these troubles. But deep down, I knew that if anyone can save me from this is myself. So I started taking care of myself, focused on my hobbies and on what makes me feel happy. Started taking care of my diet, sleep, drinking water, exercised, and reach out to people. I also found comfort in music, and I started doing these small steps like a male lead will do for his female lead, and I knew that I deserve this happiness, I deserve this kindness. And I realized that I don't need anyone else to save me. I had this recurring nightmare on those days where I was falling in a dark, endless pit, alone and scared, and no one was coming to save me. Then I realized that I have to save myself, and it was definitely a journey I'm proud of. So, if you experience some trauma or something tough, replaying in your head won't help you. Instead, try to taking these small steps. Take care of yourself. Focus on what makes you happy. Focus on present and be grateful about everything you have right now. Gratitude can be powerful tool to move on, and you will find yourself happy again and living your life with happiness and joy. Remember, you deserves every bit of it. Now let's talk about loneliness. It's kind of ironic. I felt deepest loneliness in my university. I was surrounded by people, but still I felt lonely. My presence didn't matter. It was like I was there, but no one really noticed or cared. Now looking back, I am living in my room for last 6 years, and it's different kind of solitude. Back then, that crowd made me feel alone. So being lonely isn't about being physically alone, but it's about feeling disconnected and not valued. Sometimes loneliness can sneak up on us when we are missing those meaningful connections. But if you are working towards your future and you are feeling alone, it's actually best. It means you are working towards self discovery and self growth, and it is actually best for you. But if you are surrounded by people and you still feel lonely, then you have to rethink your relationships. Even if you have one friend that truly values you and you feel comfortable around him, that's best for you, because genuine connections really matter in our life and they can light up our whole world. So think before you choose your friends. Alright, that's pretty much for today's video. I'm really glad that I shared these things with you, and I really hope that you find this video helpful in moving on and feeling happy again. And believe me, you deserve every bit of happiness, every bit of care and kindness in your life. So treat yourself with kindness. I'll see you in the next video. And if you're new here, subscribe to this channel, press that bell icon. Take care of yourself, keep glowing. Bye bye.